So let's talk about this. On my computer, it's a web app, but you can download it on your phone or your tablet, whatever your preference is. And it's a flashcard application called Anki. And it's very popular. I've known a lot of students that use it a lot, and even just people, learning languages. I've used it in the past for Korean when I was studying Korean. And I think another popular one is called Memrise, but I haven't used that before. But Anki is, yeah, it's essentially just it's kind of open source in the sense that you can download pre-made decks that other people have published. So you can publish something as a teacher even. You can make flashcards for your students if you're focusing on a certain part of a article, or just it's the chapter vocabulary. You can make the deck, publish it, and have your students download it so they can practice the vocab whenever they want on their phone, which is fantastic. So this is aimed towards the students for sure. And I selected this resource because it's probably flashcards and ones that are mobile and you can use on your phone, bring with you wherever you go, on the bus, on the move, walking to class, at lunch. It's just fantastic for the students to use. That they really like it. As far as the standards go, ISTE 5 Designer 5A. You're using technology to create a resource that the students can use. And specifically, this resource can kind of adapt and accommodate learner needs depending on what you're aiming for. It's very helpful for teachers, especially when there's already thousands upon thousands of published decks already out there at your disposal. And ISTE 6 Facilitator 6C. The students can even design decks themselves based on, if they're reviewing for a test. The students here have to take a lot of standardized tests so they can, create these decks themselves if they're having trouble remembering vocab or something like that. They can design it themselves. They can take part in the process, and you can help them do that. So let's take a look at this is the desktop app here. It's a bit dated. It looks better on your phone, obviously. But let's look at how to use it here. So right now, I downloaded it from the website, and I have it here on my desktop. That's what it looks like. And you would create a deck. Let's say if you want to create a deck, you can just click this button here, create deck. Okay, and you name it first. So let's just say it's animals. It's for beginning, young learner, beginning level students. And right now there's nothing in there. So if you click it, there's no cards. It just says, congratulations, you finished the deck. It's not great, right? You have to add cards to it. Let's say you're doing just very, very basic first animals, dog. The front of the card would say dog. The back would have possibly the meaning in their first language. I see a lot of cards do that, and if they're maybe upper level students, intermediate level students learning about new animals, maybe they have to learn about ravens. And then if you want it to be especially difficult, you would just provide the English definition. Blah, 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 anything you want there, and you click add. So that card is now added to your deck. You can kind of change the way the cards look. You can add colors and bold and italicize the text if you so desire. But let's take a look here. All right, so now you can see that the deck has one card in it. So let's click this deck. Okay, animals, one card, study now. Click study now. There's our card. We don't know what it is. Let's click show answer, and there's our definition. So what's good about this is that it gives the students an opportunity to kind of rate the card. If it was just really easy for them, they click easy, and they don't get that card again. If they click good, they'll get the same card again in a relatively short amount of time. And if they found it very difficult and they just missed it, or they got the answer incorrect, they would click again, and then they would do it again until they got it right. So this is very useful. Again, on the phone, I think it's the best. It's good for teachers, good for students. Lots of decks out there for lots of different topics and chapters that are probably in any ESL teacher's book. So I recommend it. Recommend it for everyone.